everybody, how you doing? It's Joe D. How's it going? This is a new thing for me and a new trial on this camera. But the Bud Light wheat, some people have been wanting to see my opinion on it. And then I got a viewer not too long ago that was asking if I would retry the Bud American Ale because he feels like they've been adding a lot of carbonation, more carbonation to it, and that it just generally tasted a little different than when it first came out. And the third one is Shiner Bock again, but I don't think some people have seen it in the can. So I'm glad to see that Spotzel Brewery is canning some of their beers, and Shiner Bock's their biggest. So 100 years of brewing for Shiner Bock. So let's dig in here. I got a new goblet, this West Mall Trappist. It's really nice. It's even got it down here, West Mall or West Mal or something, I don't know. But it looks pretty cool. But we'll crack open this Bud Light Golden Wheat right away. It's twist off. Yeah, not too much smoke, just a little bit. But you know, I've had this beer a few times. It's, you know, okay for a wheat beer, not too bad, but it still lacks a little flavor, I think, a little taste. We'll let that sit. Makes a nice head. Lots of carbonation as you'd expect in a wheat beer. A nice mild, like a nice mild banana-ish flavor. A little bit of vanilla in there too. Just nice, kind of a nice sweet type of note, but really big carbonation bubbles in there. The head's thinning out very quickly. But the taste is pretty much just like a Bud Light. I mean, it tastes just like a Bud Light. It smells delicious. It's not, it has a little more taste than a Bud Light. Actually, that one's better than the other ones I had. That one's not too bad. And my mom's over here cleaning up strawberries and stuff. So we're gonna do the next one. We're gonna do is a Bud American Ale. Not a lot of smoke out of that at all. Might be kind of hard to see them in this different type of format here. I'm gonna pour this one in a mug, and that'll leave the gobbler for the Shiner. But you know, I'm just dying to use that. I just got it. So as you know, Julie broke the other one. So anyway, this one makes a nice head. You know, I drink this beer all the time. This is pretty much my go-to beer. I wouldn't call Bud American Ale my favorite beer, but it's a beer that I go to all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, if I'm having people over or I'm going to someplace, it's pretty much what I'm gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beer that you can get pretty much anywhere at your, you know, if you live in an area where they sell beer at your gas station, or, you know, I mean, just they sell it everywhere. So it's, I mean, you could just buy it anywhere. But I don't really see a lot of carbonation. But that head, look at that head retention, man. It sticks around. That's excellent. The tone, the way it looks, a nice light, yeah, light tan color, light brown color. Look at that beautiful amber color in that beer. I just think this is a really well-balanced beer. I still feel the same as I do when I first reviewed it. You know, I still think it tastes the same. I don't see any more carbonation in the beer. I used to be able to break down the code for you. I kind of have since forgot that. I was in touch with Budweiser at one time, and their media person or whatever told me the breakdown on the code, but that was a year ago. I've since forgot that. And last but not least, there's a Shiner Bock in the can. Cans always, if you get close enough, of course we're not as close as we usually are, but they usually make some nice smoke if you can get them open quick enough. But Shiner Bock, as you've seen, I've reviewed it. I just did a no charge, a nice little Shiner type of chilling video a while ago. So it's not going to look too much different than what you're used to. It has a nice, about the same tone as the Amber Ale, American Ale. I mean, they look virtually the same. But a Bock, it should be a little stronger. Yeah, definitely a more bold taste. This one's making some big carbonation. Of course, we have a nice big wide mouth glass here, so that's affecting the head a little bit. But there's some big carbonation coming off of that glass as well, off of that beer. But overall, Shiner Bock's not a bad beer as well. So check them out. The Bud Light Wheat. You know, actually, this one's a little better than the other ones I've had. So yeah, it smells a little better than it tastes. Like, it tastes pretty much to me just like a regular Bud Light, but with a little more flavor. The American Ale, I think, has the same carbonation as it always has. I mean, in the Shiner Bock in the can, hey man, the more and more of these beers that get in a can, the easier it makes it for you in the summertime to, you know, backpack with a 6-pack of nice craft beer. You don't just have to take a Bud Light or a Bud or Coors or any of the big macro beers. You can take a nice craft beer, or, you know, something else that you like. So that's it, man. I'm just chilling, having a few beers, and I thought I'd test out this new format. So we'll see you guys. Peace.